There's a number that follows you everywhere. It's in your pocket when you order coffee. It's behind your eyes when your friends pick a restaurant. It decides how you walk through a store and how long you can hold your boss's stare. Your salary, not the money itself, the life that comes bolted to it. $20,000 a year. At $20,000 a year, money isn't numbers. It's a clock. You're always 15 minutes from broke, and you can hear the ticking in everything you touch. You know things rich people will never know. You know rent is due on the 1st, but the late fee starts on the 4th. You know which gas station lets you put $4.73 in the tank without the cashier looking up? You know the exact price of 31 items in the grocery store, and you can add them in your head faster than the register, because you have to. Getting to the card reader and guessing wrong costs something worse than money. Your budget isn't a spreadsheet. It's a series of small emergencies waiting for their turn. A tire, a tooth, a phone screen, any one of them can eat a month. Friday night, your friends pick a restaurant. You check the menu online first, not for the food, for the prices. You eat before you go. You order a water and you're, quote, not that hungry. And here's the part nobody says out loud. The worst tax at $20,000 isn't financial. It's the shame. It sits with you at every table. It answers before you do. Your mother slips 2 20s into your jacket pocket when you leave on Sunday. You pretend not to notice. She pretends she didn't do it. $40 of love, folded in half. Remember that number. At $20,000 a year, you don't dream of being rich. You dream of being unafraid. There's a difference. You'll spend the rest of this climb learning it. $35,000 a year. Then it happens. An interview goes well, a phone call on a Tuesday. $35,000 a year. And for exactly 6 days, you feel rich. That first real paycheck hits and you just stare at it. 4 digits. You screenshot it. You don't send the screenshot to anyone. You just need proof it happened. You buy the TV. You know the one. The TV you've been walking past for 2 years. And carrying that box up your stairs feels better than anything the TV will ever play. But here's what they don't tell you about 35. The bills grow with you. Better apartment, better phone, first credit card, just for emergencies. Within 4 months, your new money has new places to be, and none of them are your savings account. The fear doesn't leave. It changes clothes. At 20, you were scared of running out. At 35, you're scared of going back. Congratulations, you now have something to lose. The first raise doesn't buy freedom. It buys better-looking chains. You'll need a few more floors to see them. $60,000 a year. 60,000 is the first number that feels like a landing, not a ledge. And you notice it in the smallest gesture there is. One day you tap your card and you don't check the account first. That's the whole first month of 60 grand. 100 small silences where the fear used to talk. The grocery store becomes just a store. The gas tank gets filled to full every time. You take an actual vacation. On the beach, day 3, you catch yourself doing something you've never done. Nothing. Not calculating anything, just sitting there. Warm. But 60,000 is also where the comparisons move in. Your college friend just bought a house. Your coworker leases a German car. The internet shows you 26-year-olds on yachts before breakfast. And work discovers something about you too. You answer emails at 9 p.m. now. Not because anyone asked, because the salary feels like it's listening. Comfort is the most expensive thing you will ever buy. It bills you monthly, and it never itemizes. You're about to double down anyway. $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. Say it slowly. 6 figures. The number you wrote on an imaginary check when you were 19. The finish line. The high lasts 11 days. I counted. Then it becomes Tuesday. Nobody tells you that the finish line is only visible from behind. And from behind, it looks exactly like a treadmill. Don't get me wrong, the money is real. You fix your teeth, you fly to the wedding instead of driving through the night. When your car makes a noise, it goes to the shop the same week. Money stops being emergencies. And you do the thing you've rehearsed for years. Sunday dinner, you slide an envelope across your mother's table. $40, and a lot of zeros behind it. For all the jacket pockets, you say. She cries. Then she folds the check in half and tries to slip it back into your jacket when you leave. Some people never learn to receive. You inherited that from her. But 6 figures has a price tag, and it's written in hours. 60 a week, emails in bed. Your phone sleeps closer to you than anyone else does. You missed Marcus's birthday for a launch. He said, "No worries, man." That's the 2nd time this year he said it. There's a version of you that heard the change in his voice. You were too busy to be him. At $100,000 a year, you finally have everything you wanted at 20. Nobody tells you that everything you wanted at 20 was a list written by a kid. $200,000 a year. $200,000. You didn't apply for this one. It found you. A recruiter, a counteroffer, a title with the word head in it. Past this line, money stops being something you earn and starts being something you negotiate. And the spending changes shape. You're not buying things anymore. You're buying exits. Business class isn't a seat. It's an exit from exhaustion. The cleaner isn't a service. It's an exit from your last free Saturday. You pay someone to manage your money. You pay someone to do your taxes. You pay a gym you've never seen the inside of. At $200,000, you don't spend money to get things. You spend it to get back pieces of yourself. Here's what it costs. She left on a Thursday. Not angry. That's the part that stays with you. Just tired. She said, "You're the most reliable person I know." For everyone who pays you. You told yourself you'd feel it later. You put grieving somewhere after Q3. That sentence is a joke, and it's also exactly what you did. The strangest part of $200,000? You think about money more than you did at 20 grand. Back then, you counted what you had. Now you count what it's costing you to have it. $500,000 a year. $500,000 a year. Equity, bonuses, letters after your name and other people's emails. And the first thing you actually notice at this altitude isn't the money. It's the weather. Every room changes temperature when your salary walks in. Old friends make jokes with little hooks in them. Must be nice. Cousins you've met twice have opportunities. Your inbox fills with people who read about you. Money stops being fuel and starts being weather. Everyone around you dresses for it. You can't tell anymore who's wearing a raincoat. You eat at a restaurant where the menu has no prices. And here's the truth they don't put on the wall. The $400 dinner tastes exactly the way the $12 pizza tasted at $20,000 a year. That flavor was never in the food. You can buy anything you want now. So you sit down one night and try to write the list. It's 4 lines long. 3 of them aren't for sale. Marcus still calls. He's the only one who never asks for anything. One Sunday, he drives 40 minutes to help you assemble a bookshelf you could have paid someone to build. You order the $12 pizza. It's the best meal you've had in 2 years. Hold on to the ones who knew you at 20,000. Above $500,000, you can't make old friends. At any price. There's no market for people who loved you before the weather changed. $1 million a year. $1 million a year. The number that used to sound like a fairy tale in your mother's kitchen. You're here. And the first honest thing to say about the top floor is, it's quiet. Money has solved every problem money can solve. That sentence sounds like victory. Read it again. It means the problems that are left are the ones it can't touch. You sleep 7 hours now. You own your time. You walk into any store and the clock that ticked at 20,000 is silent. You'd forgotten you were listening for it. It took you 15 years to stop. So one evening, you drive to the old neighborhood, past the gas station with the $4.73 memory, past the window that used to be yours. There's a light on in it. Somebody's clock is ticking up there right now. And you do the only sane thing a millionaire can do on that street. You buy the $12 pizza. You sit on the curb in a suit that costs more than that apartment's yearly rent, and you eat it right there. It tastes like pizza, not like victory, not like the past, like pizza. And somehow, that's the most expensive lesson on this entire climb. Every salary bought a different life. None of them bought a different you. Money never changed who you were. It just turned the volume up until even you could finally hear it. The number in your pocket right now, it's temporary. All of them are. What you do between the numbers, that's the part you keep. If you've ever heard that clock ticking, you know exactly which floor you're on. Tell me the number below. And if you want to see what happens when family finds out about floors like these, that story's next. Subscribe.